Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So we're gonna do another whip and chat with rosea on my rosea canvas. It's getting down to the nitty-gritty. I'm home early from work today. I normally don't work Sundays, but I unfortunately had to go in to do inventory today. I have my coffee. Yeah, so I mean, it's about 1:48 in the afternoon. It's still pretty early. I figured if I stop effing around and just focus, I should be able to get a significant chunk of squares done on this canvas today. I would at least like to get, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's about 6 in these 2 rows. If I went to bed tonight and I finished all 6 of these rows tonight, I would go to bed happy, because then that means I'd only have 1 row left with 4 squares, which I'd be able to get done. I have off tomorrow, thank God, so I can spend the rest of my day finishing the last row, or I can really try to put a hustle in my butt and try to finish all the squares by tonight. I can stay up a little late tonight because I am off tomorrow, and finish all the squares tonight. That way I can start Threads of the Universe tomorrow. I really want to get started on that canvas. I bought the enhancement pack from DP with sparklers for it. I just really want to get my hands into it and kit it up already. I still have to print out the instructions from DP with Sparklers website on how to kit up with the enhancement drills. But yeah, I just really want to get into it. Not excited that it's a square canvas. But I don't do half bad on the squares. They're just more of a pain in the butt than the circles. I can go very fast with circles, and squares slow me down just a tad, not too much. I can still pick up speed with squares a little bit once I'm in the groove. But yeah, this is the square I'm working on today. Oh, as of right now for the video, this is some more of her dress with the lace and the flower pattern. And the axolotl's tail right here is the tail. I believe that's what it is, because he's sitting on her neck, and I think he's wrapping around her neck, and that's her tail. Axolotl's tail. The putty I am using today is the original formula Rose Mud Kentucky Bourbon scent. It smells delightful. It smells very masculine. I love it. I am on this symbol, focus. I am on this symbol in color. It's like a dark pink. Everything on this canvas, except for her skin and the axolotl, even the axolotl is like a baby pink. Everything is a pink or shade of red. It's beautiful. So yeah. So I'm just gonna get into it. This is my new pen. I didn't even show you guys this. You guys have seen these 2 pens before. You saw the unboxing of these pens. These are polymer clay pens. I love them. Every now and then I order a new one from the seller. This is my new one. I never did an unboxing of it. I just unboxed it and started and put a multi-placer on it and started using it right away. Isn't she gorgeous? The glitter and stuff. I am expecting 2 new pens from Etsy. So what do we talk about? I know. You want to hear the no good ideas that I've been up to? So well, how about this? Let's backtrack. Let me give you some backstory. A couple years ago, me and Julio took our first vacation together, and we went to Disney. I mean, we went all out for our first vacation together as a couple, and we did Disney. Julio is a deprived child, and he has never been to Disney. I understand not every family could afford Disney. Disney is not a poor man's trip. It is a very expensive trip. It is expensive when you have to take many children. Julio was not the only sibling. He has multiple siblings. And his family just wasn't, they just didn't have the type of money. So he never got to experience Disney as a child. But the way I look at it is, Disney is, if you are a Disney fan, Disney is just as fun as an adult as it is as a kid. I think it's even more fun as an adult. I have had better times as an adult going to Disney than I did when I was like a teenager and a kid. Not saying I didn't have a good time when I was younger. Every single time I go to Disney, I have a great time. It's never a letdown. But it's just something as an adult you can do. There's no limitations on what you can do because you make the height requirement. You're old enough to drink. You're an adult. There's no limitations for you. So we had planned out a trip. We went for, I believe, 5 days. And let me tell you, it was the most magical trip ever. It was all the time that I've dated Julio and we've done things together. It was the most fun I've ever had with this man. We had such a great time. We didn't even want to leave, but we were running out of funds. Disney's expensive, let me tell you. You can never have enough spending money there. Let me tell you that too. In case you didn't know this, you can never save up enough spending money to spend in that friggin' place. It's crazy. So yeah, but we always said, we would definitely want to come back, and we kind of brought it up with each other about maybe going back, but because we definitely know, since we've been there a couple years ago, the prices have majorly increased. We would plan for a year or two ahead and pay it off over the year and a half or whatever. So I did a thing. I went on the Disney World website and I put in all the information, 2 people. I put in the same hotel that we stayed in last time, which is a value resort on the Disney property. We always stay on the Disney property because they provide transportation to all the parks as long as you're staying at one of the Disney property hotels. So we stay at a value. The values are just as nice. Just because it's value doesn't mean it's crap. I think our value hotel was very, very nice last time. I have no problems with it. So I picked the same hotel as last time, same criteria. About 6 days I put to go home on the 6th day because I wanted to give us an extra day to go do Universal Studios, because we only got to do half of it last time we went, and we want to experience all of Universal Studios. So I wanted to have a day where we can just do Universal. So yeah, so for 6 days, 5 days, leaving on the 6th day at a value resort with tickets to all the Disney parks and park hopper. If you don't know what a park hopper is, a park hopper option is you pay extra money and you can go to multiple parks in one day, each day of your vacation. We always pick the park hopper because we like to switch it up midday. We spend half the day in one park, go to another park at the end of the day at night. So we got the park hopper option. You want to know how much, if I decide to go through with this trip, how much this is going to cost me? Oh, and we plan, and the farthest I can plan out a trip on their website as of right now is October 2025. They won't let me go farther than that, so it would have to do. Yeah, it would be about $2,700. The first time I went to Disney, it cost us $1,800. So, ouch. Yeah. Okay, guys, sorry. There might be a little glitch in the video. I had to stop and then restart recording. So anyway, yeah, about $2,700 for Disney. That's not including whatever the hell my plane tickets are going to cost. So yeah, it's a pricey trip. I'm gonna discuss it when Julio gets home with Julio, because I would really like to put a deposit down. When you book the trip on the Disney website, you have to put $200 deposit down. So I would like us to put down the deposit and start paying for it every month. I really want to go. No, I don't want to go by plane. I hate taking planes, and the way planes have been a little nuts lately on the news. I don't know, a lot of things have been going on with planes. Makes me a little nervous. But I mean, everything goes well. It's only like a 2.5 hour flight there, and same thing coming home, you know, from where I live in New Jersey to Florida. But yeah, you guys, I'm just really super excited about this thought process. I really, really want to go. I think it'll be a really good time. I think, you know, me and Julio have been kind of going through it a lot lately together. And I think this would be something really nice for us to do. Since we had such a great time last time. I mean, we're already going on vacation in August together, and we're really looking forward to going. I mean, we're only going down to Wildwood. We're going down the shore for 3 days. But, you know, Disney is a whole different type of experience. In case you don't know what I'm talking about and you've never went, it's just an experience. It's like no other trip that you will ever take. There's nothing like it on this earth, except for going to other Disney parks, and even at that, each Disney park is different in its own way. So, I mean, you get a different experience every time you go to a different park. So, I know there's Disneyland in Cali, which is I think much smaller than Disney World. And they have different attractions. Then there's Disney in Paris. That would be a nice trip, right? And then there's also Disney in Tokyo, Japan. I believe there is also China. There's a bunch of Disneys in Asia. I know of that. Yeah. But I know of the Tokyo one, and I definitely know the one in France. And then there's the little tidbit ones in Asia somewhere. I think there's another 3. Shanghai, maybe? I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. So, just doing another pink color. Sorry, I didn't show you it's the heart symbol. But I don't think I have you guys close enough to see the symbols. So yeah, I'm really thinking about it. I think that would be a nice goal for me and him to work up to. And I have to say, you know, this will be after the fact, like months after the fact that I've had my surgery and I have settled into a new life. And hopefully by then I've lost a significant amount of weight and it will be easier for me to walk long distance and do things that I normally can't do. You know, right now, yes, I can walk. I mean, I work. I walk. I'm on my feet all day. You know, I'm not immobile. It's just because I'm so, you know, I'm overweight for my height and stuff and my age. I get a little huffy puffy and I get tired easily. Walking longer than a certain amount of time. So, and I don't want to live like that anymore. So I would like to be able to do all the Disney parks and all, because when you go to Disney, it is a shit ton of walking. You do so many steps in the days that you are there. Yeah, I just want to be able to go and not be so huffy and puffy and out of breath and tired. You know, I'm not as out of breath anymore as I used to be when I was a cigarette smoker, so that has improved, but still the weight is an issue. Going up and down stairs is an issue. Anything strenuous. See, my grandmother's always trying to get me up off of my desk. She says everything you do is sedentary. She goes, you're diamond painting, you sit. You're crocheting, you sit. You do your nails, you sit. Even when you do your makeup, you sit. She goes, everything you do requires you to sit. She goes, you need to get some more movement in your life, which is true. I really do. I bought a friggin' walking pad, which is sitting in the basement. And I haven't really put any effort into going on it. And I went on it a couple times, but not as much as I probably should have. So I really need to get my butt into gear. And so I gotta get used to exercising, because that is going to be required of me after surgery, is to walk a lot. Walking after surgery makes the pain, if you have any gas pain, it makes it go away. So walking is key after having a gastric surgery. It's a big ordeal. So I better get my butt into gear and start getting used to walking, because I'm gonna have to be doing a lot of it after they remove my stomach. So I cannot wait to finish this friggin' canvas. I like the look of it. I love the artwork. I love the artist. I love all her artwork. I just didn't like, considering that this is kind of cartoony, on how much I had to change colors. I had to change colors so much. I'm constantly changing colors, and I don't like having to change colors so much. Sometimes I feel like they're doing too much when they make you change colors so often, because there are other canvases that you don't change colors that often, and they keep it very, very simple and still looks great. So, you know, I never quite understood why there had to be so many damn colors. I mean, there's 62 colors in this canvas, and I want to say 90% of the colors are pink. So, you know, I mean, how many colors do you need? So I'm excited. I got some notifications from Etsy. Some of my stuff's going to be arriving Monday. Some of it will be here on Tuesday. Really nice. Really excited. Lord knows if I'm going to plan a trip to Disney, I better stop all this damn spending I'm doing. You don't have to tell me. I already know. Because not only do I have to put money aside to pay off my trip, I have to put money aside to save for spending money for when I get there, obviously. I mean, you easily need over $1,000. More than $1,000 if you're taking a trip to Disney. Things are just expensive. I mean, I like I like shopping. When I go on vacation, I'm a big shopper. As if we didn't know something like that was so obvious. Every time I go on a vacation, I look for the shopping malls. I look for shopping centers and little gift shops. I love to shop on vacation. And I love getting a hoodie or sweatshirt from where I am vacationing at. And in Disney, they have something called a spirit jersey. They make them seasonally, you know, for the seasons. I have a Halloween one, a black and orange Halloween one in my collection. And do you want to know how much that cost me the last time I went to Disney? How much a spirit? It's a long sleeve shirt that has little Mickey Mouses on it and Disney written on it, and you know, cost me $78. Okay, so you know, last time I went there, I paid $78 for a spirit jersey. I can imagine what they are now, but definitely if I take this trip, I want a new spirit jersey for my collection. Most definitely. And this time, if I go, I gotta remember to look for my charms. There are little certain stores around the Magic Kingdom. It's one of the parks, if you didn't know, that sells these little Disney themed charms to go on a charm bracelet that you can make yourself. I have been collecting charms over the years. Every time I took a trip to Disney, or every time a family member went, I gave them money, or they were nice enough to gift me some charms to add to my bracelet. Well, the last time I went, I completely forgot about looking for them. Even though Julio bought me a more special type of charm when I went there, he bought me a Pandora charm from the Disney store while we were there. So that was more of a special type of charm. That was for my nicer bracelet. He bought me a little Stitch charm. It was super adorable. But yeah, this time I really want to get some more charms for my bracelet. It's not entire, it's almost full, but it's not there yet. It still has some more space on it. So yeah. Okay, I fixed this square before, but I did a poor ass job of it. Okay, I'm almost done with this square. So me and Grandma are attempting to use a crock pot tonight. My grandmother doesn't cook with crock pots. She makes everything from scratch on the stove or in the oven. She doesn't mess with crock pots. It's not her forte. I was gifted a crock pot / pressure cooker from my mother when I was living at my other apartment, and I never used it. So we dug it out of storage, and apparently, because the only reason why we're doing this is because we're doing a test run with a whole chicken. Because one of the stages that I'm going to be at when I have my surgery, I'm allowed to eat very soft small pieces of chicken. And I asked my nutritionist, like, how do I get the chicken so soft? She goes, cook it in a crock pot. So since we've never cooked a whole chicken in a crock pot, we are attempting to do that tonight to kind of test run to see how we do. If this is even going to be a doable thing. If you guys are crock pot users and you've cooked a whole chicken, I mean, I have to get it to the point where it falls off the bone type of soft. It has to be very soft that I can cut it with a fork into little itty bitty pieces, and that when I chew it, it breaks up very easily. Not stiff, stringy chicken. Yeah, it has to be very, very soft. So if you guys have any tips for cooking a whole chicken in the crock pot, or any recipes, email me or let me know, and I'll give you my email, and you can email me the recipe, because we're clueless here. We're flying in blind. We're gonna try eating the chicken tonight when it's done. Obviously, we're not gonna put food to waste, but I don't know. It seems weird. I mean, if we're gonna eat a whole chicken, we get a rotisserie chicken from the store. But a rotisserie chicken texture isn't soft enough for the diet I'm going to have. So that's why we're doing this whole spiel. Oh, good Lord. The next two squares that are over are large areas of color blocking, and I am really looking forward to working on those sections, because they're gonna fly by so quick. I'm excited. So I'm watching a new show. I don't think it's new, but it's new to me. It's on Amazon Prime. It's called What Went Wrong. I had to say that slow. Yeah, and it's about man-made disasters, like things that, like bridges falling apart while people are driving across it, gas fires, stuff that is the fault of man. Like they didn't assemble the bridge correctly when they were building it. So over the years it started to crumble, and nobody ever paid attention to it. And eventually this one bridge, it was like bumper to bumper traffic one day on it, and it just collapsed right from the middle. Thank God it was only 12 feet of water, so nothing like really sunk. And I don't think a lot of people died, but people got hurt. Oh yeah, it was a big thing. I think it was in I don't know, China or something. It was overseas that this happened. Yeah, it's very interesting to watch. Okay, I missed a couple J's, which were fairy dust. So I'm going to fill those in, and then the colors that are remaining are ABs, which you guys already know. Especially on a Diamond Art Club, I save AB sections for last, hoping that my pen has managed to get dirty enough so the drills don't stick. I'm watching my female ferret. Me and Grandma call her Buster Brown. She's a troublemaker. I'm watching her walk around this room looking for something to get into, and it's really funny. She's really trying hard. I could give her another treat, but I like to space them out. Okay. So it looks like the ABs aren't really sticking that bad, thank God. So I guess this method is really working. If you struggle with Diamond Art Club ABs like I do. I mean, I don't really hear much of you guys complaining about them. Everybody just brags about them. They love them. And they're beautiful. They're beautiful drills. So there's no getting past that. Diamond Art Club ABs are absolutely stunning. So I will not deny that one at all. I'm just saying they're a little difficult to work with. They give me a headache. So far the method that I've found to work for me better working with these is to do them last. So if I'm working on a square section and there's ABs in that section, I save the ABs for last because I use putty. And putty is very, very tacky, and it sticks to ABs like high heaven. It's really bad. It rips the putty right out of my friggin' pen. So far this method of doing all the solids first and saving ABs for last, it wears down my putty to a certain point. Sorry, I had to take a break for a second. Yeah, so saving ABs for last, definitely a winner in my book so far. I'm still testing it out with every canvas that I do, but so far it has been the winning method for me, because there are a lot of the putties I use aren't really, I don't think they're really meant to use with ABs. And by using this method, I can use whatever putty I want with the ABs. I shouldn't have to use two pens with two different putties in it. So, I just want to use one pen. And also, I've noticed if I press a little bit lighter, if I'm not pressing so damn hard, just using a little bit of a lighter touch seems to do the trick too. And look how fast I did these AB sections. We're already done. Wow. I'm very happy with this. Okay. There's another section up here that's just lots of color switching. I'm just kind of over that right now, so I'm gonna move over here to this section which is all color blocking here, here, and here. Yeah, I'd rather do that right now. Oh, you guys want to hear something? You want to hear what I did? Oh God, it was touch and go. It was real touch and go, you guys. My smart self, I was filling up a new bottle of salmon oil for my ferrets. They eat salmon oil for a snack. And I was filling up I was taking the new bottle, I opened up the new bottle, and I was pouring the leftover that was at the very bottom of the old bottle into it. Well, I didn't know that the new bottle was already so full, and I was working on top of my wax paper. Why was I doing this on top of my canvas? Don't ask me why. I was so stupid. But it overflowed I got oil all over my canvas. Talk about a moment of just wanting to die. I just wanted to pass out. Yeah, so I spilled oil. I did have release paper all down, so a lot of it got on the release paper, but there are little cracks where the seams meet, so some of the oil got between some of the seams, and I wiped what I could off with a paper towel very gently, because then I don't need paper towel getting stuck to the goddamn canvas. And then I took a baby wipe and I took all of the release papers off in the section where the oil was, and then some. And then I took a baby wipe and I wiped them really good and let it air dry. And I was able to stick the release papers back on, and they stuck. I think the canvas is okay because the section I'm working in now is where all the oil was, and all my drills so far are sticking. So looks like Adrienne didn't ruin her damn canvas. Thank God. But could you believe that crap? Could you believe that I did that? I think any of us would have had a heart attack, but I don't think any of you are as stupid as I am and would have done some move like that. Don't ask me why I chose to refill a bottle of oil on top of my canvas. I really didn't think I was going to spill it, quite frankly. I really didn't think that was going to happen, but it did. And it was really tragic, and I thought I was going to have a heart attack. It was really, really bad because at the point that I spilled the canvas, I was mostly done. I'm almost done with this canvas. Could you imagine if it was like irreversible damage and I couldn't fix it? I'd have to throw out the whole goddamn canvas. Could you imagine if I had to throw out the whole canvas, you guys? That would have been tragic. And a waste of money too, because this canvas wasn't cheap. That would be really, really terrible. I was so upset because I got so far. I got so far on this canvas, I could see the finish line, and I jeopardized it. I jeopardized it, you guys. Why? Why did I do that? I'm about to rotate this canvas around. Because it's sitting up on an angle. Let's see. Let's try to do this without making a mess. Yeah. Oh, okay. That's gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to stretch a little bit. That's okay. And let's readjust our square. I have drills, loose drills all over the place, and no matter how much I vacuum, like I floor sweep them up every day after I'm done working, I still get into bed every night with drills stuck to my legs, stuck to the bottoms of my feet. It's so weird. Do you guys have this problem? Do you go to bed at night and have drills stuck to your body parts and you're not even aware of it? Because it happens constantly. I even find some drills stuck to Julio's back sometimes. Don't ask me how that happens because I don't have a clue how any of that happens. Alright, my pen is a little too full, so I'm just taking some extra stuff out of it. I can't wait to use my new release papers that I got. They're so pretty. It just makes diamond painting all more the fun. I was thinking to myself, oh God, when am I going to pick up crocheting again? But I'm not necessarily burnt out from diamond painting just yet. I'm not going to pick up crocheting until I'm fully burnt out on diamond painting. I do have some new yarn sitting around waiting to be used. So, and it's like summer yarn, it's cotton yarn. It's perfect to make clothing pieces for the summer. I did want to make some stuff to wear, but right now I'm just kind of in the diamond painting. And I just want to enjoy my diamond painting while it lasts before I burn out. And people are probably thinking, well, why don't you just switch it up before you burn out? Well, it doesn't matter, because I only want to work on you know, one craft at a time. I don't want to do multiple crafts in a day. I used to do that all the time. I don't really like doing that so much anymore. Because then, you know what happens? I diamond paint, and then I try to tell myself, okay, time to get up from diamond painting and let's go crochet in bed a little bit. But then I start crocheting and I'm like, damn, I wish I could be diamond painting right now. I wasn't ready to finish diamond painting for the night. So I'd rather just diamond paint until I'm sick of it. Maybe by the time I do Threads of the Universe, I'll be sick of it, because that's a very big square canvas. Square drill canvas. And it's going to be a lot of concentrating going on, because I'll be using the enhancement pack from TP with sparklers on there. So I got to make sure I don't screw anything up. I'm going to have to follow like paper instructions. So hopefully they're easy to follow. I've never done an enhancement kit before, so hopefully the instructions aren't hard to follow. Okay, I know I'm working on this. Oh God, you're probably not even in frame here. I'm working on this square right now, but since I have this color out, some of it spills over into the next square. So while I have the color out, this is what I have a tendency to do when I'm color blocking things. Ooh, a lot of these release papers are gonna have to be thrown out. While I have the color open, out, whatever you want to call it, I'm just gonna finish the patch that it's on. It'll just be, it just makes more sense to me. I don't want to have to take this color out twice, because I don't see it anywhere else on the rest of the squares for the rest of the canvas. So one and done it. I have to say though, for a canvas that is 90% one color, my favorite color at that, I think they've done a really good job rendering this canvas. I think it looks really, really beautiful. So from what I can see on the finished parts, this is gonna look really nice hanging up. I'm really excited to hang this up. I haven't figured out where I'm hanging her up in my room yet. I may have to do some rearranging. There's some paintings I want to put somewhere else and put others in those spots instead. So I may have to do some rearranging tonight, because it involves Julio's side of the wall where his diamond paintings are. Yeah. So I want to add some more. I have some 30 by 40 portraits hanging up on a separate wall by my side of the bed, and I want to put them on the same wall as the rest of the ladies, so they're all together, and then use the new open space, I think, to put Rosea over there, because I do have another Camilla D'Erico painting that is finished that's in that spot, and I like to keep my Camillas as close together, even though the next Camilla I do is a rather large one, so I don't think she'll fit with the rest of them when I do that one. So I don't know. I'm running out of wall space. That's what happens when everything is a Diamond Art Club that you complete. You run out of wall space really quick, because these canvases are so friggin' big. But I told myself, once I run out of wall space and I've covered whatever I can cover, I'll start covering the walls in my living room in the basement. And I'll be forced to have to go spend time down there, just so I can be so I can sit and look at my paintings. Yeah. I just hopefully I can get thumbtacks in those walls because they're like wood panels, I think. They're actual pieces of wood. So hopefully I can get the thumbtacks in the walls downstairs in the basement. And last one. Last one of that color. Oh no, I was wrong. Missed two. Oh, there's some up here. Oh, how did I miss that? Put this back. There's some in this spot right here. So I'm gonna just peel this back a little bit and peel this up. And I'm just going to, you know, you're getting down to the, this was only one bag of color. There wasn't multiple bags of this color. And it's getting down to the nitty gritty with this color. I'm so glad that the drills are sticking though, even though I spilled oil, I mean, all over the canvas. Those drills are actually sticking better than I expected. I thought I was gonna have to go to Hobby Lobby and get that stick stuff by Diamond Dots or whatever, dot stick, to redo the glue on my canvas, but that doesn't seem to be the case. The baby wipe did the trick. I've heard people saying, oh, if you do something wrong to your canvas, just baby wipe it and it'll be brand new. I didn't really believe that, but it's for the most part true. I mean, I spill oil. I mean, oil on a sticky surface, I mean, doesn't make it sticky anymore. But let me tell you, I got all the oil up with paper towels and baby wipes, and my canvas is really sticky. Okay, so that's it for that color. I think I'm done with this particular color for the rest of the squares. I don't think there's any more heart symbols. Cool. Okay, let's go back here. There's a lot of S's. I think I'm going to do her arm first. Anyways, but I think we're at 36 minutes, so I'm not gonna drag this on because now I'm like really rambling. I'm gonna end the video here. I don't think I'm gonna do any more whip and chats for this particular canvas. I might, depending on how hard the instructions are, I may do a kit up and chat for Threads of the Universe, possibly. If it involves a lot of switching around and this and that, and it seems very complicated, I want to be able to focus on that, not screw anything up. So maybe the next video I'll do is a whip and chat on Threads of the Universe. We shall see. We'll see how everything goes, you guys. But if you are new here and you are enjoying the content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, share the video. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for joining me in today's video. Hope you guys had fun in the conversation or just listening along. Hopefully you were diamond painting or crocheting or doing whatever you do when you listen to whip and chats. So without further ado, I hope you guys have a wonderful day or night wherever you are, a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye guys.